Hi again, here we are for day 2 of your introduction to yoga. We're going to start today's class in a little bit more of a way that's typical of how Chi Living classes start, with a little bit of what we refer to as grounding. So it's just an opportunity for you to take a few moments, just calm your mind, start to relax your body before we start doing the exercises. And today we're going to start that grounding in a pose called child's pose. So we come down onto the hands and knees. And then shift your weight back onto your heels. Reach out in front. If you can, rest your head down on the ground. And we'll just take a moment just to become aware of the feelings in your body, the thoughts in your mind, and just accept those for whatever they are. Notice your breathing without trying to change it. And then if you've had your eyes closed while we're just doing this grounding section, gently open them now. Bring your weight forward. Draw your hands in so they're underneath your shoulders. As you breathe in, sink your belly down, lift your chin up. And as you breathe out, arch your back and bring your chin in. Breathe in, belly down, chin up, cow. Breathe out into cat. Once more, breathe into cow. And then breathe out to cat. Just relax your back down. We're going to keep on the hands and knees just for a moment or two longer. If you find this is uncomfortable for your wrists or your knees, then always have a break. Always have a little break and pause the video, come back to it when things aren't aching. But if you can, we're going to stay on the hands and knees. And then take your right hand off the ground, take it out to the side. And if you feel you can, reach up. And then lower the hand down. As your hand comes down, turn it over, put the back of the hand onto the mat, and thread it through underneath your chest. Bringing your shoulder down to the ground if you can, resting your head on the mat. And push down with your left hand, bringing your right hand back out. Right hand on the mat, left hand out to the side. And if you can, stretch up. And then lower back down, back of the hand onto the mat, and thread through. And then push down with your right hand. Bring your left hand in. Walk your hands back towards your knees. And in your own time, come up to standing. We're going to do a pose which is a forward fold that features in practically every class. We're going to hinge forward from the waist. What I don't want you to worry about is touching your toes. What I want you to concentrate on is, if you can, bringing your chest in towards your thighs, and that might mean bending your knees. So you're going to bend your knees as much as you need to when you do this. See, I'm sort of resting my chest on my knees here. So it means I can relax my neck and shoulders. What we don't want to do is keep your legs dead straight and be going like that. Okay, so if you come up sort of towards the front of your mat, feet about hip width apart, we'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down and start to hinge forward. Remembering you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers at the top. And take a side bend over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre again. Release the grip on your fingers. A nice big stretch back. And then inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Raising your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Just relax your neck and your shoulders. So from this position at the front of the mat, I'm going to take a step back on the left foot. And if you can, we're going to go onto the ball of the foot. Again, it doesn't matter how far back you go. It doesn't matter how far this knee bends at the moment. So if you find yourself here, that's fine. If you start to lose your balance, you can always put your heel down, but if you can stay on the ball of the foot, you're going to raise the arms up into a pose called high lunge. And then lower your arms down in front, bringing your hands down to the ground, taking your gaze forward. This pose is called runner's lunge. And from runner's lunge, we're going to step up with the left foot. So we're back in that forward fold at the front of the mat. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. So on the other side now, step back on the right foot. Onto the ball of the foot again. Raise your arms up. We're in a high lunge. Lower your arms forward, bringing your hands down to the mat, so we're in runner's lunge, looking forward. And then step up, back to forward fold. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. Relax your neck and your shoulders. And when you're ready now, if you come down onto the mat, I'm going to start by taking your right foot out in front, bringing your left foot in to the side of the thigh. Hands to the sides of the hips. What we're going to try and do here is come up onto your sit bones by lifting your chest up so you've got a nice straight spine there. And we'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, hinge forward, bringing your hands down onto your leg and then moving them down just as far as it's comfortable for you to go. Trying to come down with your chest and not your head. Don't dip your head. You run the risk of hurting your neck. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Take your left foot out in front. Bring your right foot in. Hands to the sides of your hips again. Lift your chest. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. You're going to take your feet out in front. Bring your backs down onto the mat. Bring your arms alongside your body. Your palms facing down. Sorry for the microphone crackle as me t-shirt rubs there. Now hands alongside your body, palms facing down, and bring your heels up towards your buttocks. You possibly can. It's great if you can have your heels close enough so that you can touch with the tips of your fingers, but don't worry if that's too much. Then we're going to push down into the ground through the soles of your feet. Pushing down with the soles of your feet, and as you push down, that'll lift your hips up. And your hips lift up towards the ceiling into bridge pose. Taking the weight of your upper body across your shoulders and not on your head and neck. And then lower your hips down. Bring your feet up off the ground, bend your knees. Take hold of your knees, hug them into your chest. And then start to straighten your legs. Pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Take hold of your legs behind the back of your knees. And point your toes, straighten your legs as much as you can. And then allow your knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Knees and ankles together. And extend your arms out to the sides. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees to the left. Inhale back to the center. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the center. Extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Just let your toes relax out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you. And just become aware of your breathing now. Just as we did at the beginning. Not trying to change the breath. Just noticing. And then start to move your hands and feet, and your legs and your arms, and your chest and hips. And when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and in your own time again, bring yourself back up to seated. I'll just take a moment again, just to let your body settle. And then take another moment to enjoy the relaxation in your body and the stillness in your mind. And take a deep breath in and out. If you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste. Well done, day 2 done. Congratulations on doing that. Tomorrow we're going to have a look at a really common pose in yoga called downward facing dog. So I look forward to seeing you then.